All right, Hudson, can you give us a little introduction to yourself?
Yeah, my name's Hudson O'Neal. I drive the number 71 Lazydays RV Rocket RX1 in the Lucas Oil Dirt Late Model Series.
All right, and he's going to do our first top 10 questionnaire, and he chose option B out of the envelopes. So let me read these questions off for you. Name a sponsor you'd like to see come into the sport.
I don't know. We always want to see, all these sports, any form of racing. It takes money, and to see some bigger sponsors, maybe some corporate sponsors come in and be more a part of our deal would definitely kind of propel us in the right direction. I think being able to have some more money to be able to run more races, or have more money for a series to do bigger events, or host bigger purses, whatever that might be. So to see a little bigger sponsors come in, I think we're going in the right direction, and you definitely see some more kind of coming this way. So excited to see what it has in the future.
All right. Number 2, what got you into racing?
My dad. I'm a third generation. My grandpa raced, my dad raced, and my dad raced for a little over 30 years full time and did it for a living, and raced on tour for about 20 of those. So it's cool to be able to kind of follow in the footsteps and carry the number 71 like he did for a lot of years.
And if you win the championship this year, it'd be cool because you'd be the first father and son duo to win the championship, right? Yeah,
that'd be cool. Probably one of the first ever to do it in either series. So it'd be cool to be able to mark that one off the list.
All right, number 3, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years in your racing career?
Hopefully, still here. Hopefully, still racing with the top tier guys and being able to compete and be competitive. That's all anybody can ask for. And hopefully, maybe have 1 or 2 championships, and hopefully win some more big races.
Awesome. And you did do that quite a bit last year.
It
turned it out to be a pretty good year for you. So, number 4, do you have a pre-race ritual?
Not really. A lot of people do, but I'm not real superstitious about much. So I don't have a certain thing that I do every time.
And number 5, how did you get into the level of competition that you are now in super late models? Where'd you start to where you got?
I started on asphalt. Actually, a lot of people don't know that. I started on asphalt racing pro trucks at New Smyrna Speedway, and did that for a couple years. Raced a pro late model on asphalt for a year, and then I got my first dirt car at age 13 or 14, and started racing crate late models for the next 2 or 3 years up until 2016, and started migrating into some super stuff through 2016, and then I was just fortunate to have great people around me, great car owner, and we went full-time Lucas Oil racing in 2017. So it was a big step. I didn't have very many super late model races at all whenever I started the series, down here in Florida in 2017. So it was a big step for me, and I got thrown to the wolves a little bit, I guess, but we weren't quick. We figured it out, and here we are, I guess, going on 6 years later, and we're still digging. So
that's awesome. I'm glad we got to share that little backstory of everything. What kind of expectations for 2022 do you got?
Well, we were runner-up in the championship last year, and we won some races, and we had a successful year. I felt like it. Win a championship, that's always the main goal, but just as long as we can win races, be competitive, and know wherever we go, whenever we unload, we have a shot to win. That's all we can ask for. We can ask to win championships and this and that, but those got to win races to win championships. So as long as we can just be competitive, the rest will follow.
Yeah, all right. Number 7, is there a race you've never run, but you would love to run in it?
The Firecracker 100. Yep, that's kind of been one on my bucket list that I've wanted to do. Warnerville seems like an amazing place to race, and we're lucky this year it's on the Lucas schedule, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
Well, at least you get your bucket list track and race off your list this year. So what is your number, even though you may drive for a team that uses a different number, but I mean, you just said you was number 71, and I know your dad was 71, and that is sort of the family number, right?
Yeah, I've been fortunate throughout my career to to be able to carry my number. You know, some teams have set numbers, some don't, and I've been lucky to drive for some really awesome people that allow me to, you know, carry my dad's number, you know, throughout the whole deal. So it definitely feels at home.
Number 9, when you win, have you ever thought about starting a new celebration trend? And if so, what would it be?
I don't know. I thought about it a lot. You know, I really like. I watched quite a bit of sprint cars, and you watch Justin Grant do the monster mash off the monster smash, whatever it is, off the. You know, he does the NOS off the helmet, and that's cool. And you know, Carl Edwards used to do the backflip. Ashton's kind of got one. You know, he drops the steering wheel, and so it's just cool. You think about some stuff you can do, but I don't know it. I got to win more than I do to be able to set a trend. So we'll see. Maybe one of these days we'll stumble upon something.
All right. And last, if you became a team owner, you got 2 cars, who would the 2 racers be that you would hire?
I'll tell you what, that is a tough one. If I had a race team that had 2, are we talking about like big guys or small guys or just anywhere in between?
Who would you put in your car so that you know that you could win races with these guys? It may be somebody that you know about, that you know got talent, or it could be somebody that is out here whooping everybody's butt now. Or what about somebody from the past? You know, if you could bring them back in their heyday, who would it be?
Man, I don't know. I don't know, really, to be honest with you. Can I think about it and then we'll record that later?
Yeah, well, we can come back and maybe get that one on another one.
All right.
I mean, that's pretty cool. And thanks for taking your time out. And I know this is Fan Fuel Motorsports. We're doing the Slick Track podcast now. And being that you were my first guest, and I did have one other question, because somebody else asked me this, because they know that I do mats for a lot of the race teams.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to know, how in the world did you get that autograph on the number?
Chad, I gotta give you some credit. So anybody that's seen my old signature, just last year, not very good. You know, it just kind of scribbled, and if you didn't know what it was, you weren't gonna know. You weren't gonna know who it was. The only thing that made it stand out was a 71. So we're ordering some mats. Chad came by the shop. Somehow he's got a little bit of a crafty side to him, and he drawed out a signature, and I liked it. And you can probably look right underneath of you. Chad just marked it up. Just got mud on the rugs, but there's the signature. Chad came up with it, and it's what I'm using now. So it's pretty cool. I would have never came up with something like that, but it took Chad one try, so we'll give him some props for that.
Well, I mean, we did have that one question from one of the guys, so I just thought I'd go in and ask you, because it is a funny
it's probably
story.
your question.
No, it's not mine either. But my wife has asked, how did you come up with that so quick? And I said, it just happened.
Yeah, so, that's right.
But it's been fun working with you and everything, and knowing we got the souvenir hauler and everything done, and working with Roger to get all these done. So it's been fun working with all you guys on the mat side. And now getting to do this for helping out my son for his podcast and everything is kind of fun too, because I've got access to some drivers that they may not ever get to go to the racetrack to go do. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to knock one of these out for us.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Thanks.